Hey guys! Welcome back to my channel and welcome to the very first episode of Med Speaks. I know I haven't been creating a lot of one-on-one videos with you guys regarding med school, and you've seen most of my life wherein I'm outside medical school. I have decided to create the series where I can be more intimate with you guys and share with you my opinions, my experiences, and my advice about how to adjust in medical school and what to expect when you're starting in medical school. For your information, I am currently a third-year medical student and I study at the University of Santo Tomas Faculty of Medicine and Surgery. So, for this very first episode, I have decided to talk to you guys about the transitioning of high school to college and then to medical school. Okay, first of all, I just wanted to share that I am from the province, so I am originally from Iligan City, and I took my high school studies at the MSUIT Integrated Developmental School, and then I took my college studies where I took up BS Psychology at the Ateneo de Manila University, and I'm currently in the UST Faculty of Medicine and Surgery. So, from the transitioning method, I wanted to share that no matter what high school you're from, it doesn't really matter as long as you're focused on what you're learning. For me, most of high school is just really about having fun and really enjoying what you have in high school. You can think of what's ahead of you, but not like to that extent that you're gonna be stressing over it. That's the time to be relaxed, and I just want you to enjoy your high school as much as I did. And what I wanted to tell you guys is, like, from high school moving on to college, that's when you think what is the best course that you should take in order for you to get into a good medical school. But the thing is, I just wanted to say that for me, when I first applied for a course in college, it's always different when you're from Manila and when you're from the provinces. Okay, I would share this to you guys because back in the day, when I was in high school, I actually went for a review here in Manila. So I took like a summer month review session in AHED, that's in Katipunan. And growing up, I always thought like the available professions were just doctors, lawyers, and all the other professional line of work. And it never really occurred to me that there are other people. It's really different when you come from the province and when you go to the city. That's where you kind of like open your mind a little bit. You get to meet a lot of people. They have different backgrounds and they have different career choices. So when I got here, most of the people like stood up and said they wanted to be businessmen and businesswomen, and there were only 2 of us in a room of 50 who wanted to become doctors. And like that kind of made me think about how diverse the world is when you come from the province and when you go all the way to the city, because there's like a difference between the two. I'm not saying that there are less opportunities for businesswomen and businessmen in provinces. There are so many things that you guys can do in the provinces. So anyway, going back, when I first chose my college courses, the only thing that came into my mind were either BS Biology, BS Psychology, and yeah, those were just the 2. And when I applied in UST, I think I just picked BS Nursing because it was one of the popular courses that were people were applying to at the time. That was way back 2011, because I started college in 2011. Yeah. And I eventually ended up picking BS Biology. So that was a 5-year course in the Ateneo. However, moving on to college life, when I got into the Ateneo, I didn't really know that it was a 5-year course, BS Biology. So I ended up I didn't want to waste another year. So I thought I should shift out, I had a choice between BS Life Sciences, wherein that was a 4-year biology course in the Ateneo, and BS Psychology. And it got me thinking. I had to do a lot of research about it. So eventually I ended up picking BS Psychology. Why? Because I realized that my dad is a doctor, my dad told me that med school is a whole new different ball game, and whatever course you have in college does not really define who you are in medical school. And so, you know, I just stuck with what my gut feeling and what I thought was something that I would enjoy and be happy learning about. And I thought that that was the human mind and like psychology, human behavior, and I actually made the right choice. It was a good choice for me because, to be honest, when you move from college to medical school, what they require you is to only take up certain subjects like 5 units of physics, if I'm not mistaken, or a background of organic chemistry. In organic chemistry, you also need to have a background on biology, of course. That's zoology. That's the two basic things, botany and zoology, so you need both. And yeah, I think if I'm scanning, those are the things. Anyway, I'll just put it in the description box below, the other things that you need to have or take up in order for you to apply medicine. So that's like from the transitioning from college to medical school. Take everything differently, like take secondary level as it is, take your tertiary level as it is, and take postgrad level as it is. Like, you have to see them differently, but at the same time, when you're already at the verge of like moving up, when you're transferring or in your last year of your current part, like secondary, tertiary, and then moving up to postgrad, that's when you have to actually think about what you're getting into, because those are the most crucial years or crucial months for that is going to define your next step and your next choices once you move up from high school to college and then to medical school. So I don't want you guys to keep on like stressing over too much stuff about like, oh no, I should think so much about medical school now that I'm in high school. No, you also have to enjoy high school and also in college. Like in college itself, I actually enjoyed my college life. Yeah, the transitioning part was when I really focused. So I studied for the NMAT. I focus now on more on choosing the schools that I want to apply to. And that was a time that when I transitioned from college to medical school, it was then easier for me to move towards medical school, because that was what I had intended in mind. Like, those were the choices that I wanted. So once I got into medical school, when I was in first year in medical school, I honestly had a hard time adjusting. When you come from different schools, like let's say from Ateneo and then you transfer from UST, the school culture is quite different between the two. And in Ateneo, my life and my schedule was kind of like more balanced, and like the people that I met were more, you know, they had their different thing going on at the same time. They had ACADS, whereas compared to when you're in medical school, and a lot of people are really grade conscious. And yeah, you're gonna meet people like that in medical school, and that's, I mean, even in college. But you have to just, you know, think about yourself. Just focus on doing your best, because that's what really matters. Just listen to the teachers and like just, you know, just also enjoy what you're doing. Don't like burn yourself out. If you're studying, rest for a bit and then continue studying. No matter what course you take, it's a whole new different ballgame when you come to med school. Although there is kind of an advantage if you took up subjects like medical technology, nursing, because the same subjects that you will be taking up in college, like microbiology, parasitology, will also be taken up in medical school. It's just that to enjoy your college life, don't think so much unless when you get to 4th year. That's when you really think about what the med schools that you apply to, your NMAT, and then once you pick your school and you get a good NMAT grade, it's easy for you to apply to the medical schools that you intend to go to. The difference in college and in med school, aside from the culture, is also the time. So back in Ateneo, most of my time was like, I had to pick my schedule and my own. But once you're in medical school, you have classes from like 7 to 6 or 7 to 4. I mean, now I'm in 3rd year, I start class at 7 a.m. every day. But like when I was in 1st year, 2nd year, there were days when I started class like 8 and 9. It kind of really depends, but your schedule is more jam-packed and you take a greater amount of units when you're in med school. So yeah, I guess I've tackled some of the things like the transitioning from high school to college and to medical school. I don't know which I missed out, but I hope you guys took something out of this. This will be like a brief introduction then to the medical school series that I will be talking to you guys more about, the Med Speak series. So this is just a start, and if you have any more questions, you can just leave a comment down below, whatever you want, like whatever you want to have answered, and I'll make sure that I'll answer it. So yeah, that's it for this video, and I'll see you in the next episode of Med Speaks. Bye!